year, Tel Aviv had the largest Pride festival in the Middle East. But despite 2 years of cancellations, it still has the most vibrant LGBTQ community in the Middle East. And now, thanks to a program by Taglit, Birthright, the New York-based Ebro and Yael Adventures, 150 members of the LGBTQ community, hailing from 15 different countries, have been here in Israel to understand the country better and to enjoy themselves and to learn a lot and to give back. Joining us now are two such members of this trip. Please welcome Venezuelan-American Axel Angeles and Ukrainian-German Dima Bilyarchyk. Welcome to both of you, and thank you for making sure I got the name right, the pronunciation right. So, first of all, thank you for coming to be here to visit us. Why was it so special to come at this time?
The last 2 years have been so crazy in Israel, but also in the diaspora, and it just feels like coming home. I've been here many, many times, but it's especially a feeling of homecoming in these days.
Yeah, and for you, what was this trip like and different than other trips in the past?
I think for me, it's been, I came here last year with Taglit, and I came to the volunteering program as well. And this time, it was offered to be on an LGBTQ program to do it. So I felt like this was something that I needed for myself to connect with my community. And in the past year, it's been kind of crazy within our own community, the LGBTQ community. Right. So it was nice to be in a space where I can be myself. I can relate to other people that have similar values and views of what's happening. So for me, it's like a closing moment of, you know, full circle moment where I can be with people that
for sure. And you covered a lot of grounds. I mean, I imagine you you did it all while you were here. I bet, huh?
Yeah, we had some exciting days. We went from place to place. Every day we went and worked with a different NGO. We packed some fruits and vegetables with Leket Israel in Ra'anana. We helped to refurbish a community theater in Lod. The other day, we helped at a kibbutz to make that ready so that the people who live there can come back after 2 years. And it's been certainly lots of impressions, met amazing people, and it just feels good to be able to give back in such a way.
So explain, your experience abroad. I mean, with, so much anti-Semitism, and we know that, Pride, has come so far, especially here, but is it particularly challenging? Are you facing, not only, anti-Semitic wording, attacks, bullying, whatever you want to call it, but how is it coupling, both being part of the LGBTQ and Jewish is not always popular with everybody in the world.
So I think that it's very interesting the way that the reaction has been when it comes to how the community feels about Judaism or being associated with Israel or being Jewish. We have experienced a little bit of pushing away because of whatever the views are. So it's been hard because there's a lot of stigma or a lot of negativity towards us because we are part of this other group now. So it's been hard to just kind of be with our own people and get support from them as well.
Right. Have you faced any, any issues? Where do you live now full time? In Germany?
In Berlin, yeah.
In Berlin. So what's it like in Berlin? I mean, we know what's happening in Europe. Is Berlin, as intense as London and other places?
I would say Berlin is one of the most intense places, at least in Berlin, at least in Europe, and we see kind of the same themes, the same actions, the same slogans even on the streets as you see in the US and those campus protests, and especially also in the LGBTQI+ community. You have these tendencies, and it's quite a shame because throughout history, Jewish LGBT people have always been at the forefront of fighting for progress, whether that's with people like Magnus Hirschfeld in the 1920s, fighting for gender diversity and acceptance, or folks like Harvey Milk in the US, the first openly gay politician. And we've always tried to, fight for a better world. And now, post October 7th, it feels like we're left alone by the same community that we call or used to call home, despite all the hardships that we're going through. And I also work voluntarily for Keshe Germany, which is a LGBTQI+ Jewish community in Germany, building communities, fighting against anti-Semitism within queer spaces, but also for acceptance of queer people in Jewish communities. And we've seen over the last 2 years how doors are being closed on us, how when we try to book an event space, for example, they tried to convey to us that it's not the right time or that it just doesn't fit with our concept, and you know immediately what they actually mean.
Of course, but let's talk about the fact we know. I mean, again, the Iran attack started when Tel Aviv Pride, literally, so many people were coming here for Pride. You know, Israel is so progressive and so accepting, and people come from all over the world. How is it that the rest of the world doesn't seem to catch on and understand that this is a progressive country, and this would not be the case if you're in Gaza? They're not exactly welcoming LGBTQ with open arms. Do you feel people are catching on to this fact more, or they just don't want to hear it?
I think that they forget. I think that they don't realize that there is a welcoming community here, that you can be gay here and you can be any part of the LGBTQIA letters and live here freely. There's a lot of people on the program that have a family, they're married, they have kids, and they live here with all the rights that they have. And I think that that's something that's forgotten. They're focused on something else that's not what actually Israel is all about. We're a very inclusive country, and anyone can come here from whatever color, religion, or background can just be.
Right.
And that's not what's happening on the other side.
Do you see with the collective unity, that has, been a result of all this, do you feel that this has become, a good momentum, for the future of Jewish LGBTQ community members and finding a new kind of platform and avenue to be proud of?
Mm-hmm. I think that we have the tools for that, right? As you said before the war, Tel Aviv used to be this place of people from all over the world coming here and celebrating Pride, international people, and just being happy here, understanding also coming to becoming in touch with the culture, the Israeli culture, and we need to make sure that we keep on fighting and that we keep on representing this community well. And I think we can do a lot more to also, with of course everything going on here, but also help the diaspora Jews to bring this message forward of positivity.
Thank you both so much for coming, and I'm so happy that you're here and you're able to be a part of us on this very important trip, and I'm sure we're going to be hearing a lot from you in the future. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.